Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. A sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes. Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where HelpfulGo Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to warp my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me is Adam, playing Halfling.
Hi, everybody. My name is Adam, and I am playing a halfling, I guess. Apparently.
All will be revealed shortly.
All will be revealed. Ah!
Pronouns, Adam?
Yes, my pronouns are he, him, his. And can I say that the halfling's pronouns? I'm going to go ahead and play a halfling with he, him, his pronouns. Yeah.
Beautiful. And Darcy, playing Tiefling.
I didn't push to talk.
You did this awesome little slow reveal, pulling your shirt down from over your face, and you moved your mouth in a way that suggested, I'm so clever and cool. And we didn't hear a goddamn word of it.
God damn it. So, Tiefling.
So, where should people go online to buy our cozy sweatshirts and other merchandise, Andy?
I'll get to that. You've been on like 100 episodes of this.
Okay, all right.
What are your pronouns, Darcy?
My pronouns are
And for Tiefling.
they, them, theirs, and Tiefling is she, her, hers. She, her, hers, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Good start. So,
Shut up.
welcome to our live recording of the podcast Goats and Dragons. We now have 3 podcast feeds. You're welcome to get those wherever you find your podcasts. And besides this one, which is called Goats and Dragons, there is Helpful Goat Presents, where we play shorter campaigns, one-shots, plus the sort of interlocking campaign GM'd by Galway in the world of Tyr. Fascinating. Definitely check it out. We also just published Dom and Dragons, the 25-episode campaign where we played D&D with actor Dominic Monaghan. Yeah, all right. And we're affiliate on Twitch, which means you can cheer and subscribe to us. We also have a couple Twitch commands. If you want to type those in, The first one is !donate. And I believe we're still giving to the Trevor Project. And that just lets you donate to the Trevor Project, which is an incredible organization. And you can find out more about them, trevorproject.org, where you can not only find other ways to help besides just giving money, resources and education about LGBTQ issues, plus issues. It's great to not just sort of throw money at issues. Certainly, money is needed. The Trevor Project absolutely needs money, but also to educate yourselves to understand how you can help in little ways. Certainly, not all of us are strapped with cash or overflowing with cash. So
Strapped with cash
yep,
versus
Yeah.
strapped for cash.
you're strapped from cash.
Strapped
I think.
from
Strapped
cash.
for cash.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
So that's trevorproject.org to find out more there. And if you like what we're doing, you want to help us get more professional, you can type in !ko-fi or ko-fi, and that lets you donate directly to Helpful Goat Gaming. Now we have !merch, where you can buy lovely sweaters, and Darcy's wearing again the Helpful Goat Gaming sweater, which they wore a couple weeks ago, I think. And I don't believe they've taken it off. I don't think there's been a wash in between.
Yes, there has.
Be honest.
It smells good.
Mugen has licked it plenty of times.
Probably,
fine.
but there has been a wash.
Probably fine then. And if you like us at all and just want to hang out with us and a lot of other really, really cool people, you can type !Discord in the chat, and that gives you a link to join our Discord, where we watch movies, play games together. At least every night, someone's playing like Rocket League or Fortnite or just having fun. We also do a few tiny kind of streams that are not published anywhere, and that's a way to kind of get involved there. Yeah. Does Chelsea have a poem, and does someone have access to
Chelsea does have a poem, and I can read it.
Lovely.
I also have to say, as a prelude to her poem, Andy totally buried the lead when he said, "Welcome to the live recording of this podcast." Like, this is the live recording of the season 3 premiere, y'all.
It is lovely, lovely, and the final season of
The third
Fates of Rin.
And final season of the Fates of Rin, which we've been playing
I love them.
since sometime in May 2018.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it's been over 3 years, and this is wild. It is. I don't think, did any of us expect the campaign to like turn into what it has, and to go as long and be as incredible as it is? I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, right.
But we just want to mark that. All right.
Well,
Chelsea's poem. The third season is here. I'm so damn excited. Is that burning I smell as the Red family are ignited? To reunite the family and stop Behelabitch will be one hell of a quest. Many more wonderful adventures to be had, story and character arcs to address. Seriously, this campaign continues to be a marvel with each and every word. Much love, Fates of Rin crew. You are seen and heard.
Oh, Chelsea,
thank you.
Yay!
Chelsea. We will pass that along to the rest of the Fates of Rin crew in 2 weeks, because as you can see from the overlay tonight, Andy, what is happening? What the fuck is happening?
Okay, well, let's just say all will be made somewhat understandable soon.
First, it was all will be revealed.
All will
Now
be
it's
revealed. Somewhat
all will be
understandable.
made somewhat understandable. Okay.
So tonight I have Darcy and Adam as the only players, because we're going to do a session that covers what they're going through at the moment. So if you remember, let's just jump into the previously on, and I'll recap a little bit why these two are separated from everyone else. Sound good?
Dun, dun.
Yeah,
Alright.
sounds good. Darcy answered in dramatic song. I will answer in words.
I appreciate that.
Sure.
All right. The family returned to Gunagaim to rest and check in on the Goliath tribe. However, when they reached the small valley and cloud that hid the Goliaths, there was no more protective cloud, and the tribe itself abandoned the city. They found that the town was not entirely empty, however. In the street, a small roaming band of musicians and an old friend in Seagay Whistler had set up camp. The group did, however, appear a little bit shady. Um, this traveling group performed a song they said was written by someone named Hikari, and it moved the group. Burbage even just sat on the ground, hoping against hope that the forbidden item he had found in Firmidian's lair could simply end the clone of Charity. However, just as he pulled a card from the deck and the card's activation took hold, Burbage barely noticed someone appearing out of thin air. Several summons, in fact, a tiefling, a drow, a halfling, and a Goliath. Instantly, these somewhat familiar figures send small little devices toward the family, and those which found purchase on Burbage and Hikari specifically are then whisked away entirely. Immediately, Stormbringer and Charity sprung to action, attempting to hold the others here, but alas, they too slipped from the grasp of the Goliath and the Tiefling. And as they breathed, realizing that their friends were out of reach, the remaining members of the family turned toward the traveling troupe with a seriousness in their eyes that pulled and twisted at their morals. Charity stood, raised a hand toward the leader of the troop to find answers quickly and decisively. That was the finale of season 2.
Oh man, it was so good.
It was quite good, quite good. So welcome to season 3. Now, the night is incredibly dark. It rains, a cold, misting sleet. And a figure steps toward the only lit thing he can see. A small tavern. Dotted light with purple sort of paper lanterns. It's called the Traveling Bulge.
Welcome to season 3, everybody.
Season 3.
Nothing has changed.
The figure steps in from the cold, shakes off the rainwater, and removes a hood revealing their elven features. He then places the cloak on a nearby hook and wanders into the nearly empty place, sitting at the bar and noticing the striking red hair of the waitress. It's a dark night. Best cuddle up with someone warm, yeah? Say, miss, can I trouble you for a whiskey and some not too burnt toast? Not too burnt.
I thought you said not to bent. Not to bent.
Not
toast.
too
Not
burnt.
the bent toast.
Not too burnt toast. And Darcy, Hikari-ish, what would you like to do?
I will get the man a whiskey and some not too some slightly overburnt toast.
All right. So he kind of winks at you after he gives the order, and you head back to the kitchen to get the food. You have drinks prepared.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, if that's what I do, yeah.
yeah. Whatever. Yeah. However, you got your burnt toast. So
Slightly overburnt.
Slightly
Just enough to be pissy.
right. So there is someone that works in the kitchen that can get that for you. And
Oh, okay.
you step into the kitchen and approach your friend of several years, someone you've run the bar with, run the tavern with. And you could really quickly describe what you two look like.
Take it away, friend.
Hey, Kari, someone enter the bar. And so I'm looking at this waitress. The waitress. What's her name? Is it
Kari Daytona.
Kari Daytona? Okay. And you said like red hair. I don't know why I'm describing you. Everything's
I mean, I can-
topsy-turvy in this world.
It is. So you can
You're wearing,
continue, or
you're wearing like leather or something, right?
yeah, like a lot of black kind of leather with like spikes. Not scary, just like,
Not
a
scary
little,
spikes.
much, a little extra.
Not scary spikes, just a little much spikes. Okay. Well, you come back and see Herb, your friend and co-owner of the Traveling Bulge, Herb Lavender. You as a halfling.
And yes. Should I describe what you look like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does Herb look like?
Herb has long golden locks down to his waist,
Oh my God!
and they're very beautiful and he's very vain about them. And and he's dressed, I guess you would say, oh, what's the term? From like I need to Google it. Not like kind of dandy a little bit, but that's not the term.
Like
I'm trying to think.
foppish? Is he
Foppish. I was like froppish. That's not it. A little foppish.
Frothy? Yeah.
A little like, just, you know what I mean? Like a little like makeup on, a little like very long eyelashes.
All right. Well,
Lots of velvet.
I can safely say that I would not have gone there in a million years. So this is getting off to an already incredible start.
And again, for our audience, this will make some sense eventually. Hang in there with us. Stuff's getting weird.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
David Lynch never pops in during Twin Peaks or anything to say, hey, don't worry, everybody. It's going to make sense.
I know.
Very long eyelashes. Okay, well, I will add that Herb Lavender, yes, over top of the foppish outfit, pretty colorful, like svelte clothes. Over top of it, he is wearing an absolutely filthy apron, covered in sauce and mustard stains and syrup.
Combination.
Yeah. So, Kari, what, we have a new customer?
For some reason I was gonna do a different accent. I don't know why. Yeah, there's a guy outside. I mean, not
Nice.
outside, in the bar.
Yeah, he came
Needs
in.
some slightly overburnt toast.
Is that what he ordered?
Yes, he's very specific about that.
He ordered slightly overburnt toast.
Yes.
All right, I'll throw some on for him then. And I'm gonna grab a knife and slice 2 slices of bread from a loaf of sourdough bread.
Ooh.
and I'm going to roast the bread over a flame, I guess.
Yeah, over they had like tong things.
And as I'm holding, I'm holding the bread and tongs over the fire, and I just kind of I look. My gaze kind of settles on just the toast as I watch it kind of start to toast.
And I shout, Herb, be careful of your long golden locks. They're close to the fire.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, it smells like burnt hair in here now.
It does. Your hair catches it on fire entirely. Huge flames are now shooting off the top of your head.
Oh,
And you just put a pot on your head, and it douses the flames.
it's long golden locks.
You take it off. Your long golden locks are still there. They're fine.
Okay.
It happens a lot.
I feel like that happens every day.
I feel like you need to wear a hairnet, but you never will.
This baby don't deserve to be netted. This baby deserves to be celebrated.
You hear a ding ding at the as the front bell of the entrance to this place dings.
All right. Oh, okay. The toast is done here. Let me just pop my head through the window that demarcates the kitchen from the bar.
Sounds
Oi,
good.
oi. Well, you want butter on this toast?
So you see an elven individual taking off his cloak and hanging it on a hook, sort of wandering over to the nearly empty place, sitting at the bar, and he says, "It's a dark night. Best cuddle up with someone warm, yeah? Sir, can I trouble you for some whiskey and not too burnt toast?"
Right.
Wait,
Right. Okay. Is there anybody else in here?
There's a small gaggle of dwarves in the corner.
But this is the guy. This is the only person who looks like he just walked in.
Yeah, only guy at the bar. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Kari, we have to have a word here. All right.
okay.
I'm pretty sure that every order you pass along to the kitchen,
Yeah.
you get slightly wrong in a significant way.
Okay.
And I've been meaning for a long time to have this conversation with you about that. All right? When I started this business with you, after only knowing you for 2 hours, I had the distinct impression that we were starting a serious business together, an establishment that would be defined by care and concern and attention to detail. That gentleman asked for not too burnt toast, and you told me he wanted slightly overburnt toast. Are you seeing the disconnect between my expectations those 5 years ago and what you're handing to me in our business arrangement now?
Herb, blow it out your ass. Back at it.
Music starts up in the other room.
All right, well,
Is there a jukebox or something?
is there
Who's
people playing this music?
Yeah. Like, why
No,
is there music?
No, you don't have a band here.
Okay. Well, there's that music again.
That's strange music that apparently comes and goes
All right.
that we know about.
Herb is going to slice 2 new slices of sourdough bread
Gotcha.
and toast it in a not too burnt way.
Gotcha.
And he will carry it out himself because his faith in his business partner, Kari Daytona. Is it supposed to be like Kari, like Carry? Like Kari Daytona.
No, like how it's spelled in my name, Kari. Good.
But it's kind of funny. Kari Daytona.
Yeah.
Like trucky demolition derby.
Yeah.
Herb will deliver this to this gentleman himself. And what does this guy look like?
Well, after your hair caught on fire and you put it out again, you walk out into this space, and Hikari's watching a person come in the front door, Elvin Features, who takes off his cloak, puts it on the hook again, and says, "Oh, it's a dark night. Best cuddle up with someone warm, yeah? I don't suppose I could trouble you for a whiskey and a not too burnt toast. Oh, seems like you already have it."
So
He'll sit at the bar.
Where's the gentleman I talked to before?
This guy has come in 3 times now.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd time the same guy. Like, there's not 2 other elven figures sitting there, right?
Kari.
Just the one dude.
I think we're in a Matrix situation.
Kari. What, for the 1000th time, is a Matrix situation?
You know, when something keeps happening over and over and over, what do we call it in this world?
Right, we call it Beja Blue.
Ah, yes, Beja Blue.
Because whenever things happen and it sort of feels like that's happened before,
Yeah.
they always happen in a slightly beige bluish tint, which is quite strange. It's like a The Giver thing.
Exactly.
All right, well, yeah, I guess this toast is for you, sir. And
Great.
yes, it would be a good night for cuddling with somebody. I think I agree.
So the individual in front of you, who's sitting there now, he takes out his coin purse, puts it on the bar. Dark black hair, light sort of complexion. He's wearing kind of a dark traveling cloak that is not hanging on the hook anymore. It's still on him, dry though. And he's just kind of friendly, and he smiles at you. And as he smiles, each of you, Herb and Kari, just fall in love with this dashing man. Oh my gosh, he's dreamy. He's perfect. You want him. You need to have him, and the other person can't. And he just kind of winks at both of you.
Okay.
And he looks to you, Kari, and he says, "I'm sorry, love. Where are you from? And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw." A 14. You can answer as Kari. You don't have to answer as Hikari.
Oh.
So where's
Okay.
Kari from?
You know what? I don't know. That's literally what I say.
She's always like this. She doesn't know where she's from. I keep telling her, Kari, we've always known each other for an hour and then opened a bar for 5 years. It's always only been that. She can be kind of a ditz sometimes. Not me, though. I'm a manly man and quite intelligent. And I swing my hair. I kind of come over and I swing my hair into his face. And I...
Got in my mouth a little bit there.
Right.
And where are you from, handsome?
I immediately walk over, stand in front of Herb, and swing my red hair around, and like in his face. No, into Herb's face, and I guess it would end up being in his face too. and say,
I think I swallowed a little bit there.
Yeah, because when you swung it at Herb's face, Herb
Yeah.
still had the very intensely sharp blade that he used to cut the bread.
yeah,
And he just immediately, like in this weird sudden action movie kind of moment, he just like sliced off a big chunk of your hair, and like just like kind of without looking at the attractive elf man, just kind of like handed it to him like while staring at you, but like it went right into his mouth.
Sorry. Fuck. Should we start over? Incredibly dark.
saying that.
It rains a cold, misty sleep.
What?
What?
A figure steps toward the only lit thing you can see, a small tavern with purple lanterns called the Traveling Bulge.
Andy!
The figure steps in, shakes off the cold, removes his hood, revealing his elven features. He then places a cloak on a nearby hook and wanders to the bar. He sees Kari at the bar and says, "It's a dark night. Best cuddle up with someone, yeah?
Andy,
Could I trouble you for a whiskey and some not too burnt toast?"
This is not how you do a season premiere! I will say, this reminds me of, I remember when I was watching Lost, and I had
Yes.
it was between seasons, like between seasons 3 and 4, I think, or 4 and 5, and like I had a dream. I dreamt the season premiere of Lost, that was of the next season, and like when I woke up from it, I was like, oh my god, that would be the perfect season premiere of Lost. Just like have all the characters being played by totally different actors.
That would be awesome.
It's like when they hit that button on the island, everything just got fucked up. It's strange. Anyway, they didn't do that, but I'm glad that you kind of did. Okay, are we aware that this just reset?
Vaguely feels weird, but very quickly you are back to Kari and Herb doing your thing.
Are we still in love with him?
As soon as you see him, he smiles, head over heels.
Okay, so I step in when he says to cuddle up with, and I immediately flick my hair, but I don't get it in his mouth, and say, "Would you like, or say like, I'm someone you could cuddle up with."
Oh, that's not untrue. I do need some toast and a little bit of whiskey.
How about whiskey and some unburnt toast? And I'll have let's just go upstairs. I'll have my butler serve it to us in my suite.
Oh, lovely. And Herb, at this point, you hear Kari say that.
Okay, hold on.
The kitchen.
I'm just working it.
Oh, so I'm back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no memory of somebody asking me where I'm from.
Not really, no.
Okay. All right. So I heard a request for not too burnt toast.
Yes, to be served upstairs in my apartment.
And you oh.
I say this to you. I'm like, I go, hurry, get upstairs before he sees you. And then I push him up the stairs. And then I literally.
He's unwilling to go upstairs.
No, yes, he is. I'm just like, please.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. He is willing to go upstairs.
Andy is still our DM. Season 3 might be bizarro Twin Peaks Fates of Rin, but he's still our DM.
Roll a persuasion check, Kari.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Does Kari have the same persuasion modifier as Agari?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
I'm sorry. Now I'm like, oh, consent. Oh, like, oh no.
Wait, nothing has crossed that line yet,
I
right?
know, but I'm literally trying to manhandle him up the stairs to my apartment.
Well, you can change that. Hey,
Nope.
this is
Nope.
honestly okay.
I'm madly in love.
We do have on Roll20 this feature called Fast Forward, Pause, Rewind. You could
Indeed.
rewind and change your decision.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then,
Just-
Roll,
I did. I rolled for deception. I'm madly in love with him. I'm not myself. Like,
Yeah.
this is like some sort of spell or some weirdness going on. So I'm not saying that yes, consent, get consent. Don't do this. Children at home listening without your parents' permission.
You're trying to get his consent with your persuasion roll. Did you roll persuasion?
Yeah, I rolled it, didn't I?
Deception. You're trying to lie him into bed.
Why can't I use that?
Because he doesn't seem to be deceived at all by you.
Okay.
And asks,
Sorry, can you not push the button?
there we go. He seemed to see right through any sort of deception you were having. And you kind of come to your senses a little bit. And you don't even know where the stairs are to upstairs.
I just rolled persuasion though. Oh, but there's no stairs, so fuck that. Whatever.
So he sits at the bar, and Kari and Herb, you kind of hear them settle down a bit out there.
Wait, what? Who's them?
Hikari and Lycos. You don't know his name yet, but that's what it is.
Oh, sorry.
All right, well, I'm making some more toast. My hair catches on fire. I put it out with a pot, and I walk out and say, before I even look at him, I'm like, don't worry about her. She's always trying to hit on new customers. Anyway, here's your toe. And I slow motion kind of see his face. And I'm like, just immediately fall in love with him. I'm like, toast. And like the plate falls out of my hand. And the toast falls onto the floor.
See him look a little exacerbated and hangs his head a little. And the plate of toast is right in front of him. Okay. Say, where are you from, friend? And he's looking to you, Herb. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, me? Herb Lavender, co-owner of this fine establishment, the Traveling Bulge. You ask me where I'm from, stranger, and I shall answer you with the following words. What am I rolling?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
25. You can answer as Herb.
I am from, I guess, upstairs, probably. The Traveling Bulge, this bar that I started with my friend Kara here 5 years ago after only knowing her for 2 hours. It's that kind of place where you want to go where everybody knows your name. Say, I know your name. It's Lycos.
Lycos, yes.
It's Lycos.
It's Lycos. You kind of know my name.
Well, nobody's perfect except for my hair. And I wave it in his face.
How again? Okay.
Are we supposed to be being better at this?
It's perfect. You're doing great. So he looks over to you, Kari, and he says, I don't see many tieflings around here. Have you ever known another tiefling? Please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okie doke. Well, let me tell you.
If you ask me what you're rolling. Oh.
With these words.
You have to answer as Hikari, truthfully and without holding anything back. Have you ever known another tiefling? And if so, who?
Yes. His name was Charity. Wait, does he have a last name, really? Of the family.
Yep.
I didn't know. Okay, yeah.
You know.
Charity of the family. Also, throughout the years, I've known many tieflings.
How does
And-
this strike Herb? Because Herb's listening to this. He's right here.
Yeah.
I've never heard of any of these people.
Yeah, sometimes Kari just says stuff you never knew about Kari. Yeah.
Weird.
I love it.
Hey, Lycos. She's lying.
Yes.
She's
Lying?
lying out her fucking teeth.
Oh,
I'll tell you why I know that.
okay.
Lying.
She and I, I've known her, she's like my best friend. We've known each other for 2 weeks. 2 hours and 5 years. For all the time now.
Seems like 20.
What would that mean? Is there more than 5 years ever? Kari,
Yes.
is there more than 5 years and 2 hours ever?
No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You might be very sexy, sir. I might very much want to do physical things with you later tonight. But in the meantime, I'd request that you stop talking nonsense in this fine establishment, the Traveling Bulge. You
Yes.
Like that? Do
Yes.
you like being shouted at in an authoritative way?
Not really. It's a little unnerving.
All right,
But-
I won't do that next time.
That's fine. And the bell rings. Ding ding. And in walks a rather rotund dragonborn named Horm.
Horm.
And he smiles and waddles over to a table.
We
Sit
just this is us showing the cards of at least for 3 minutes before this stream.
Yeah.
Andy and Darcy and I did in fact talk a little bit in the vaguest way about
Yes.
where we were gonna be. And we he just said, "You're in a tavern." And Darcy was like, "Oh, it's Cheers, right?" I was like, "Oh, it must be. So we should have a Norm, but named Horm." And whenever he comes in, we shout Horm. So that's literally all we know. I have no idea what's happening beyond
No, me either.
Horm. All right.
Hey, we should ask Horm.
Ask him what? Ask
If he's-
him.
He's been coming here forever if he's known it more than 5 years.
Horm. Has there ever been more than 5 years ever?
He shakes his head.
He doesn't talk. Horm doesn't talk.
He didn't
Okay.
talk, no.
Okay.
See, like us? See? I'm not going to shout at you this time because I know you
Yes.
don't like that. But
It's fine. It's nice.
Nice.
Well, and he goes to shake your hand, Hikari.
Okay. And I say, you can shake more than that.
Your hand is fine. Just want to meet in personally. I'm Lycos.
what does that even mean? Shake more than that? What sex act are you alluding to?
Ones where you use the shake weights.
Okay, well, let's. Okay, we'll stick and move.
Fuck, this is going off the rails. Start it over. Now the night is incredibly dark. It rains, a cold, misty sleet. A figure steps toward the only lit thing he can see, a small tavern with yellow and purple lanterns. The Traveling Bulge. The figure steps in and shakes off the cold, takes off his hood, revealing elven features. He heads up to the bar. You're both standing there this time. It's a dark night. Best cuddle up with someplace warm, yeah? Could I trouble both of you or either of you for whiskey and some not too burnt toast?
Herb immediately sprints back to the kitchen to get to work on this guy's toast.
Okay.
And as he's burning the toast, but not too much, he stares, this time a bit past the toast, stares at the flame a bit, and then back at the toast. And he suddenly like jerks the toast out of the flame and is like, I don't want to watch this toast burn in front of my very eyes, because that would be too burnt. And he sprints back out, and he and he kneels on one knee, and he holds up the toast. It's not even on a plate. He holds up a toast in one hand and a stick of butter in the other, and he says to Lycos, Sir, I don't know if you believe in love at first sight, but I know I have for the last 5 hours and 2 years, 2 hours and 5 years, but especially for this past 30 seconds since you walked in here. Can I have the honor of giving you this toast and this butter? My hair has hardly even touched it.
That's fine, yes. God, I wish they would have got Charity and Stormbringer. So...
What? Oh my god.
He's the Woods poor man's Charity and Stormbringer.
So... Yeah, fuck, let's just skip ahead a little bit.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Yes. Skip ahead. The gaggle of dwarves are up to trouble. Horn walks in, and then ding ding, Horn walks in.
Horn!
Okay, that thing. You juggle a little bit, and then okay. Herb. You've recently come across a couple books. Have you read any good books lately? Please give me a wisdom saving throw.
You ask me if I've read any good books lately. You ask me, Herb Lavender.
Yes.
Well, let me answer you with the following words.
13. You have to answer as Burbage. Truthfully, holding nothing back.
Well, when I, Herb Lavender, think about the books I've read lately, I can't help but think of, On Doom Lilies. That was a classic. I really wanted to read this book called The Book of Many Things, but just couldn't quite get my hands on it. What else? The last one I read. The Process Avatarana. That one was confusing. I'll tell you that much. Because I was trying to get it out of the library for like 5 years and 2 hours, and they kept on telling me, we don't have that book. It's over in that other place. When I went to that other place, and they were like, we don't have that book. We put it over there. We asked those people to take care of it in that library. It was nonsense. And it almost burned my golden locks right off.
He kind of turns to nothing, almost the wall, and goes, you heard that, yes? All right, get to work on that. Excellent. It is lovely to meet you. You two are amazing this time. Fuck.
I'm so sad and mad that I rolled that way. I feel really bad. I'm so scared now for the campaign.
Don't feel bad.
No, Darcy, I'm really scared.
Okay, it makes it more interesting.
Oh.
You two are my friends now, right? We're
He
friends.
asked both of us?
Yes.
Oh,
Of course.
I'm more than your friend. I'm your
Yeah.
boyfriend, if you want me to be.
Yeah, and I can be your girlfriend.
Oh, are either of us willing to entertain a threesome with this guy or a triad?
I'd be
I'm
okay,
game.
like, sharing him.
Oh wait, no. Let's look at the contract that we signed 5 years ago after only knowing each other for 2 hours. Let's look at this contract, and Herb pulls out from under a table.
God, the contract again.
All right, here we go. Let's roll this thing out. All right. We, the undersigned, Herb Lavender and Corey Daytona, having only known each other for 2 hours after meeting at... Oh, I love this part. I love this part every time you do it, though. I love hearing you read this part where it says, having just met 2 hours ago at...
This bar.
At this bar, which had always existed before we even created it.
Yes.
We hereby agree to open this bar again with the same name and with all of the furniture and menu items the same. Those menu items being whiskey and not too burnt toast. And if a sexy elf ever walks in to this, our co-owned establishment, we will give diligent consideration to the possibility of an MMF threesome, but not, and I see here that I've underlined in my handwriting multiple times, not, but not an MFM threesome. Signed Herb Lavender and
Sign it. Corey Daytona.
Oh my god. You don't have to worry about that last part. We never actually get to it. It's just promises. Anyway, we're friends. We're boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend. Whatever you'd like, that's fine. Do either of you have allies or friends that you pal around with? Perhaps that you might call on in a time of aid? And please give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh no.
All right, Kari, you can answer as Kari. Burbage, you have to answer as Burbage. Thinking of allies and friends you've met along the way.
Is there any chance I have inspiration?
You can roll an inspiration.
I don't have it checked. I'm asking you, can I have inspiration?
I think he deserves it. We deserve it.
You've both played along very well.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
We played nicely.
We'll say you have inspiration.
I have it, and I'm using it.
Okay. A 20. You can both answer as Herb and Kari.
Oh, it's not the first time we've been asked this question about whether we have allies.
Of course
And I'll
not.
tell you, we happen to have a very particular way of answering the question, which is together at the same time saying the same words.
Yes.
Isn't that fun, Kari?
Yes.
Let's do it on the count of 3.
Okay.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3. Horm!
Horm is our one ally. Despite being the one to set that up, I had no idea that we were going to say Horm.
Oh God, home again. Yes. Fucking good. I've tried to kill home several times. It never. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. If we could all focus. Kari, you lovely, lovely tiefling. Herb,
Yes.
you are a dashing, salt and pepper kind of halfling.
Excuse
thing.
me. Sorry. Salt and pepper. My hair is
Right.
long and golden.
Golden locks. That's what I meant.
Do
Don't
you
have
not
that.
see color? Or do you ever have beige or blue? Because we've been having it near constantly for the last 5 years and 2 hours.
Yes.
Yes, beige blue.
Anyway,
So
yes,
you
I am
have-
dashing. I'm dashing. Sometimes I can dash 3 times in 1 turn.
Oh, snap!
Right? Anyway, go on. You have my attention and my erection.
Okay. Well, that's lovely. So, here's a question for both of you. Where do you call home currently? And I need wisdom saving throws.
What do I call Horm?
That's no. You can both answer as Kari and Herb.
This bar upstairs in my apartment, I think. Yeah, for 5 years, right?
Lycos, can I just say, if you've chosen her to be your girlfriend, you might want to think again, because she's clearly homeless and sleeping at her job, all right? I've seen her type before. You get in a relationship with her, she's suddenly just going to spend all her waking hours at your apartment just because she has nowhere else to go. Which, I'm not making any aspersions on individuals without housing. I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, I think I live upstairs too, probably.
But you just said she. Fuck it, whatever.
Herb, I can't believe you would say all of that after 5 years and 2 hours.
Kari Daytona. I've literally said that exact thing probably every single time of the last 5 times and 2 times.
That makes it worse.
Or does it make it blurst?
Possibly.
Fuck. Ding ding. The door opens. Elven featured man walks in, throws his cloak onto a table, runs up to the bar. Not too burnt toast. And the two of you, have you ever met a dragon? Wisdom saving throws.
I'm not in the kitchen.
Nope, both out here, behind the bar.
Have I ever met a dragon? Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, you can both answer as Kari and Herb.
Do you mean Horm? He's dragonborn.
I don't mean home. I mean a dragon.
Are you trying? Sorry. I find this adorable. Frankly.
A dragon, red, white, gold, dragon.
Yeah, no,
big
this is-
dragon.
This is really cute. Are you trying to say flagon and mispronouncing it dragon? Because
No.
I mean, we
That's
own
hilarious.
this. I don't know if you know. We own this bar together. We opened it 5
Yeah.
years ago after knowing each other for only 2 hours. We named it the same name that it already had. We kept all the same flagons, and I can tell you, we have met every single flagon. And I don't mean that I've, done anything inappropriate with all the flagons, if that is what you're wondering.
With some of them?
Not all of them.
Oh, just some.
Are you not a fan of flagon play? Oh man, I'm having beige blue. Whew! The number of times I've seen an attractive elf suddenly turn a weird tint of beige and blue right in front of my very eyes at the mere mention of flagon play? I must.
Innumerable.
I'm innumerable. At least 5 times and 2 times.
Yes. 10 times. 5 times 2.
Times.
I mean, I'm done, right? I can leave. We're done. I'm getting nothing.
Please don't
This
leave.
is-
You can get it. Get it. You know, you can get
Yeah.
all of it.
Yep.
Okay. Ding ding. Horm walks in.
Horm!
I hate Horm. Okay, you juggle, skipping. You read the contract, everything in the contract, you sign, everyone signed the contract. We're threesome, but we never get to that point. Okay, and he goes to shake your hand again, Herb. Nice to meet you, I'm Lycos.
Nice to meet you. I'm Earthlink. That I have to give credit where credit is due. That was in the Twitch chat. Somebody made that joke earlier. I can't give the actual credit because I forget who said it. Probably Sam or Matt.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
You're going.
Our tech ghost. My
Okay.
name, Herb Lavender. Sometimes I make jokes that seem to reach toward realities beyond my own.
Okay. As you go to actually shake his hand, he grabs you by the wrist and just places your hand gently on the table and looks into your eyes. And that messed you up just a moment. You're not used to going for a handshake and then not having a handshake. And he looks into your eyes and he says, "What's in Federo?" And I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws. At disadvantage.
Why?
For Herb.
Oh, for her.
Wait. You just slipped up, mister. I've been playing
What?
Burbage this whole time?
No. Sorry. You're Herb.
Okay.
Herb.
I don't
So
know.
lavender.
For a moment there. I need to get my character sheet isn't opening.
Do you want me to roll?
No, I don't. I don't trust you because you're warping everything. I'm going to refresh my roll 20. Yeah, answer questions from the chat for a moment.
Okay. What questions does the chat have?
Let us see.
Chat, how we doing? Is this fun at all? Or is this too much? All right.
Woo! My first wisdom save roll was a 17. My second was a 20.
Beautiful. You can both answer as Herb and Kari.
What was the question again?
Oh, Kari, you heard the question, and you know that he's asking us to sing that song, the famous theme song of our bar, called
Oh,
What's in...
the Pan Darlin.
It's called What's in Federo. She always does this. And it's, you know, it's just a fun song, and we'll sing it together for you, all right? All right.
Okay.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2,
1,
3, 4.
4.
What's in Federo? What's over there? It's the wandering, traveling, wandering bulge. Only traveling bulge.
Bulge.
What's in Federo?
Federo. Oh,
I hate you both.
Hey,
I hate you
What?
so much.
hey.
We've been at this for weeks.
How
Yeah,
could you say that when
it's almost been 2,510 weeks and 2 hours.
No,
Did I happen to get that math right?
you were off a lot.
how could you say that after 5 hours in 2 days?
Oh, 52 times 5 is 260. Oh my god.
Like Herb is just like giggling to himself. Lycos. Okay, well, I suppose we'll try again tomorrow. And he disappears.
Okay, I look at Herb.
I look at Kari.
What are we supposed to do now, Herb?
Ding ding,
What we
Horn walks in.
do every night, Kari, try to
Wait,
take
Horn?
over
Horn
the...
walks in?
Horn walks in.
Horn! Okay, proceed. I don't know. I'm tired. Are you tired? When do we sleep?
I'm always tired, Kari. Lately, when I make toast in the kitchen, I start to think to myself, why am I always making only toast? This is a tavern. Who orders toast at a tavern?
People just seem to love the toast at this tavern. I don't know why.
People love the toast.
It smells of burned hair.
And I'm the only one who has to make it. I take the toast, the untoasted toast, the bread, and I put it over the fire, right? I'm responsible, right, for putting the toast in the fire. You know, everyone asks me to put the toast in the fire, right? And I have to stand there and watch it burn.
It's terrible.
Every single time.
That sounds awful.
It just goes over and over. And does the bread deserve it?
No,
Right.
but it is delicious.
It sure is, Kari. And I put a piece of toast in her mouth and a piece of toast in my mouth.
Delicious.
You both wake up laying on a cold cement, sort of a stone ground.
I was gonna say, what? Explain this cement to us.
Wait, there can be cement in this world, right?
Sure.
Sure.
This is not that.
Sure. That world. Oh, that's true.
Hakari. You see two...
Hakari,
I said Hakari.
not Kari Daytona.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see two figures kind of standing by a torchlight on the wall that's hanging above a desk strewn with papers. It's a kind of a smallish room. You see Burbage not too far away from you. The two figures are talking. Your hearing takes a moment, though, to sort of tune in and realize, yeah, they're speaking common. You don't recognize either of them. And you kind of see Burbage laying next to you, probably about 5 feet away. What would you like to do? They don't seem to notice that you woke up.
So both of us woke up?
So far, just you.
Just me. I'm gonna, like, is Burbage, I'm sorry, how far away is Burbage from me? Like
5 feet.
Okay.
5 feet in 2 hours.
Please God, no. I'm going to keep my eye on the figures, but slowly, like, start sliding myself, like, a tiny bit at a time towards Burbage. Do I get close enough to, like,
Give me a stealth roll.
tap him? Oh, great.
How's Akari's stealth?
I mean, not terrible, I guess, but I have it's not great.
15. The one individual keeps talking. One of the others quickly kind of walks over to you, grabs you by the leg, and almost effortlessly just kind of drags you back toward him away from Burbage.
So he knows I'm awake.
He does.
That's rough.
And now Burbage.
Well, I'd like to reset that. We wake up again. Akari wakes up again, and she
I
gets
don't
another
think
chance to do it.
Yep.
Right?
I don't think it works like that.
Oh.
I do have inspiration, right?
You do?
Oh,
You
you
didn't
do.
use yours.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. It's oh god. Oh,
Okay, 13.
Damn.
even worse.
All right. So, Burbage, you now wake up. Your vision is really blurry. Are you Herb or are you Burbage? It almost kind of feels like you've spent so much time as both. It's a little hard to separate them. You scan the small stone room, see the torch above the paper-strewn desk. You look at two of the figures, one holding Akari by the leg, and the other is a Yizak.
Oh my god.
The individual you met,
What's that?
the individual from the Temple of Rin in Federa.
I don't know if Akari ever
No.
would have met
No.
Izak. You might have heard his name at
Uh-huh.
random points when we were talking about like that time that we captured a fire elemental in a tree, and we asked him who his boss was, and he said Izak.
Okay. So, would you know who this would
Oh yeah,
Burbage know who he was?
Burbage knows who
by
Izak.
sight? Okay.
I don't. Did Burbage meet Izak in the library? Did Burbage at least see Izak at some point?
Yes, when he came to talk about the silver daggers, I think, with everyone.
No.
No,
Wait.
you were not.
Did that? Unless that interaction happened with everybody, or if like.
That was Thornberg, yeah.
I mean, I would have seen Yizak.
I just punched a hole in Andy's D&D reality.
No, you're good.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
you would have
it's
seen him.
feasible that he saw him while walking through the library, or at the very least, would there have been any picture of Yizak in the brief history of Federo Part 2?
Certainly, yeah. There was a small chapter, I believe.
Yeah,
on Yizak as well.
Because that is a book that.
Yeah. And he's a fairly prominent figure in Federo. If you spend a decent amount of time there, you've seen him. So you wake up, you kind of latch on to that figure. You're starting to now kind of make out their conversation. It's something like, you hear the voice that you heard as Herb as well say kind of a, we've been trying for 2 weeks. I mean, we'll keep trying, but there's no reason for you to stick around here. You have other things to do, and now we know that they have the tome. That's going to change a few of our plans, right? And you hear the other one. Yes, that will change a few of our ideas moving forward. Thank you for your time. You are doing a great service. I think it is now time for me to return home as well, yes. And the figure is holding Akari kind of goes, knocks on the door a few times. And another individual comes in, and he says, Enyor, would you show these two back to their respective sleeping arrangements? Thank you. And he kind of goes back over to the desk.
Do I remember anything? Like, because Burbage is still unconscious, right?
Nope, he's conscious now. Yeah.
He's conscious. I'm sorry. Yeah. Do we remember this?
You
Like, do we remember this world, this, like, happening before?
You do, yeah. You're well aware of You're well.
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything.
You gotta take it off.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
the
This
glories
is like
of
the third time tonight he's had to tell me that.
Hikari, you don't necessarily have a problem. You're Hikari kind of through and through. It's sort of hard a little bit to separate Kari from Hikari in this moment, but even as time is passing, you're starting to come back to your own senses.
Okay.
Neither of you have any equipment on you, just your traveling clothes. You don't have any armor. You don't have any pack. You don't have anything in your pockets. And kind of looking at each other, you both see that you have a collar on. Kind of silver and swirls of gold in places. And you're not sure where you got that or why or how. And now it's starting to come back to you. Yeah, you've been here a couple weeks, and every day you're sort of marched out of your cells and placed in this room. And now you can't even remember what happens with Herb and Kari. You're not exactly sure what goes on there at all. But you come out always feeling a bit confused. And now Enyor, who's a woman probably in her 60s or so, kind of trots in. She's human. And she just says, will the two of you follow me, please?
I look at Burbage.
I look at Hikari. Do we don't have our sigils?
No.
I just kind of like, I don't know, this movement that I'm doing, what's that called? This movement that I'm doing.
You're jerking your head.
But you know, like where you're like, hey, over there.
Yeah,
Or come on. Like I'm doing that.
You're
Gesturing.
jerking your head. You're gesturing with your head toward
I'm
something.
gesturing with my, like my head towards like, hey, let's follow her.
With a jerking gesture.
Yeah, like
You're
that.
suggesting that we follow her?
She
With that-
said come with her.
Yeah.
We have no weapons or anything. I guess I could try to bite her.
Are we in a cell?
No, you're like in an office, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like I could try to bite her, but I feel like that's gonna have bad consequences.
Well, we just woke up. We're confused.
Yeah.
We don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Burbage is gonna
What are you
Look-
gonna do, I guess?
look meaningfully at your head jerk
Mm-hmm.
and sort of nod at you understandingly
Okay.
and communicate with his eyes. He will communicate, oh yeah, we are exactly on the same page.
Oh
And
no.
he will rush toward her and try to headbutt her in the
Stomach?
stomach.
Okay. Give me a strength check roll. Eighteen's pretty good. You bash into her stomach, which you have to jump a little bit to hit her stomach.
Yeah, totally.
You just you run and bash.
And I say,
damage.
head jerk.
It does a point of damage. She kind of doubles over a little bit, and
While she's doubled over, can I make like a surprise attack? Somehow?
Sure.
Okay. I want to bite her.
Oh,
Take off.
I'm sorry! Half the time I don't have it on when I'm talking. And the other half I have it on.
Could you play in different rooms?
yeah, no.
Not,
Oh,
I
wow.
mean,
Well, one of you could just play outside, right?
Yeah.
Like, we could play in different rooms technically, but it just, like, if anything, like, everything will go wrong with my computer as soon as I'm not in a room with him.
No,
And,
sure,
like, there's no way to help me if he...
It's all good. We're still Goats and Dragons. We're still the Fates of Rin, and we will always have some tech goblins.
Indeed.
Yes.
Now bite! Bite!
I'm gonna bite.
Strength roll, please.
Okie doke.
Or just, you can roll your bite attack. Sorry. You actually are proficient in it. Oh my gosh.
That's a crit hit!
Woo!
Wow. Okay.
I don't think Andy was expecting this.
Yes, this is awesome. I'm glad you fought her. I was just like, I don't know what to do because I was confused.
Come on. We have got to, it's the
Yeah,
classic
we have to.
two people in prison together, like, let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm not on push to talk now.
You weren't.
Oh, never mind. I'm shutting up.
Oh, poison too. That's what it is. Okay. 18 damage.
Jeez.
So she's doubled over. You leap on her, bite into her neck. Blood starts to squirt out, as well as injecting poison into her. And this immediately makes Yizek raise his hand. And both Burbage and Hikari, you are thrown up against the wall.
Wait, didn't Yizak leave?
Yeah.
Not yet.
We're doing this, and there are other people in the room?
I thought he left too. I thought she just said, come with me, but it was like just us.
Technically, there's a map too, if you want to.
I've not
but-
been looking at the map, that's for
Okay.
sure.
I wasn't either.
Evidently. Well, I do think that we would have done this anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we're foolhardy enough. Like, let's take all the... Like, so all three of them are still here?
Yeah.
And we just attacked just one of them.
Oh,
We couldn't
man.
even try to spread it
We're-
around.
I think we're still waking up from
I know.
the Herb and Kari thing.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So what does Yizak do with his fucking hand? Now that we know he's here?
So he pushes and slams each of you up against the wall, and you just can't move. You're stuck there for a second. And one of the individuals kind of rushes over to her and starts to bandage up the wound. You knocked her out completely with that, Hikari. He's having to do some pretty severe medical attention.
All right.
there.
And we're stuck up against the wall?
Yeah.
Burbage will just smile and say, that's just a taste of what you're going to get when the rest of our family comes and finds us.
Yizek.
Yeah.
Right? That's how much you can believe what I said, because she said yeah right afterwards. How about that, Yizak? Yeah, I know who you are, you piece of shit. Wait till I tell Ponyway about you. Well, presumably we sent... Well, nothing. I'm not going to say any more because I'm just so confused and I must just be talking nonsense and
Yeah.
not volunteer. See? I'm not volunteering any information accidentally. She said yeah. And you know what I'm going to say right now? Yeah.
If you're friends of Ponway, I'm sorry to inform you, he's no longer a high priest of Rin, and I believe he is dead. Sorry about that. Hope it wasn't jarring.
Frankly, I don't really remember if we're friends with him or not. It's gotten kind of ambiguous. And also, I've had enough veiled references to things going wild in Federo not to be surprised by that news. So yet again, I say, hey, Akari, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Yeah.
Ahorn.
Mm.
I'm starting to think my friend is correct, and perhaps we should just kill you now.
Please don't kill us. I'm just exhausted.
Why?
I'm
Why?
just. Why?
Shouldn't we kill you?
Because we have valuable information.
No, we don't! But we do! But, well, what we
Right,
do.
Burbage?
So you shouldn't kill us because we have valuable information. Have you ever heard of Meepus?
The smuggler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's more than a smuggler, right, Burbage? Tell them what he is.
Right. I'll have you know, Yuzak, that more than just being a smuggler, Meepus is a giant piece of shit.
I'm done with them.
That's not exactly what I was talking about.
No, but wait, I do want to say, please don't kill us because, whatever. Is he gone? Did he leave?
He stopped at the door.
Oh, all right. Please, Yuzak, sir, don't kill us because we are just small, ignorant people. We're just pawns in a game that we don't understand. And we use our ridiculous budding friendship and strange improvisational tactics to just try to cope with an existence that we didn't ask for. We don't mean it personally. We don't really want to annoy anybody. We're just trying to have some fun while the forces of the universe try to fuck our shit up. Can you just give us that? Can you just let us stick around a bit longer just to see what the fuck this game is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're appealing to my empathy. I'm sorry, that was the wrong tack. And he leaves.
So are we still up against the wall, or when he leaves, do we fall down?
You are released.
Burbage is nowhere near me to whisper, is he?
He's like 15 feet from you.
Yeah, but people are in between that.
Yeah.
So if I tried to whisper, everyone would hear it. Probably they would hear it better than him. Correct?
I'm
Yes.
just going to call out, empathy is a very important part of emotional intelligence, which is a required trait for, participating effectively in
Being
the
a
world
person.
and in personhood and in teams. It's an effective trait of effective leaders. Empathy.
I think you would be more persuasive if you didn't just straight up murder someone in my office.
Wait, is she dead? Did she die?
Nearly. I did all I can to save her. She's going to take a bit of recovery. So now I have to walk you back to your cells in person. And frankly, I hate you both. And I would love to kill you.
Wait,
So please step out of line. And this is a tall, dark-haired individual, elven features, who is claiming this is his office.
you hate us? You've never even met
Oh.
us.
No, I have many times, over and over and over and over. I hate you both.
Have you been re-listening to season 1?
It's a good podcast. And he kind of grabs you by the scruff, Burbage, a little bit, and kind of starts to push you out the door. So now
So, sorry, I guess I'm just following, or like, do they have me too?
Right, yeah, he's he'll wait to make sure you leave the office as well, and kind of stay behind you as you're walking, but he's guiding you to where to walk.
Am I next to Burbage to be able to whisper now? Like in front of them a tiny bit, but like have my head stay forward, but like my mouth.
Yes.
Burbage. Burbage.
Yeah.
We should probably do something like turn and fight. I don't know. Need to get out of here.
Burbage would just look at Hikari. Like, Burbage is basically, essentially grappled right now?
Kinda. His presence is very close to yours, and he's making sure you don't step out of line at all. But technically, you're not grappled.
Okay. Is Burbage's interpretation of the interaction with Yizak, based on the things Yizak said and based on Yizak's mood when he left, and on what Yizak said, is Burbage's read on the situation that Yizak is going to have us killed?
That's how I read it.
You are not sure. There was no order given or anything like that. You could ask your captor.
I know Yizak was considering it. He said,
yeah,
maybe we should just have him killed. And then I tried appealing to his empathy, which was a bad idea. Are you going to kill us?
As much as I would like that, no. You are still somehow valuable to our cause. And if not, I'll simply make you into a servant. But not dead, strictly speaking.
Like, could it be like a sex servant?
I mean, we have those. We could put in an application if you'd like.
We have the what?
Sex servants.
Oh, we have those? I thought you said we have the goose. We have that goose. We could put in an application to the goose. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Coming out of this, you're always a bit groggy.
I don't know what that means, but you are really handsome. And
I know, yes.
Anyway, excuse me while I turn to my friend and communicate discreetly to her.
As long as you keep walking, I have no problem with this.
Burbage will just kind of turn to Hikari and just kind of shake his head and kind of like make this awkward face with his teeth, like, I don't think we should push our luck.
I raise my eyebrow and I nod, like do a little nod.
You can always misinterpret my head motion the way I misinterpreted yours.
Nope.
Because Burbage is, but he's baring his teeth for sure. He's showing you his teeth,
True.
like,
yeah,
like.
Oh, like I could go crazy. Like let's go crazy.
Jeez.
Like yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what seeing bared teeth would communicate to Hikari, but.
I'm thinking probably what you said before. Probably not like, let's tear them up. I guess I could tear them up with my teeth, but
also, hey, Darcy, I have an idea.
Okay.
There's this site in my browser called Roll20, and there's a map on the screen.
I'm looking,
and I'm seeing there are some other like tokens, I guess, in the corridor that we're going through. So I'm wondering, I don't know, maybe it's just new season stuff. Do those tokens mean that there are other people around, Andy?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe that factors into our decision. This time, at least.
I would probably see these people in front of us, right?
Yes, you do.
Just checking. Yeah, I think I would interpret it as like no, like a no, not a good idea is how I would based on the situation.
As your faculties are coming back to you, you're getting a better sense of your surroundings, and this entire place is made out of stone, except for the ceiling, which has some stalactites, a bit of sort of excess water dripping down off of them every once in a while, and like 20 kind of bats are skittering about amongst those. 20 or so.
Literally 20 kind of bats.
Yeah,
Okay.
20 or so. And
If-
you do
if-
see
if-
these other figures here. A
If-
couple of them are waiting for you, it seems.
If the map would be useful for stream at all, just a heads up that Galway can't see it.
Yeah, I saw that. I think he can now.
Oh, okay.
Gave him access to Burbage and Hikari.
There are bats in here?
Yes. Yeah. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, sorry, we're trying to get the light thing fixed. You're not going to be here very long. It's fine.
We're just passing through.
Yeah, we're passing through.
And he has me by the back of my leg.
Yeah, he's not really grappled you. He's just kind of has a hand on your shoulder.
Well, that's a shame because I have advantage against grapple checks, but not against hand on shoulder checks.
True.
No, but I think that I don't know. Burbage feels chastened and scared for his life now.
You were both at 20 hit points as well, mechanically speaking.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Guess I'll just update that on my character sheet. Oh, you already did. Thanks, Andy. So thoughtful of you.
You're welcome. So as you approach, if you're not getting out of line, several of these kind of really tall, gorgeous individuals have been leading you through these kind of catacombs, and you come to an area and just barely see Yizik kind of flash out of existence at what appears to be a circular kind of glowing bluish gray kind of bluish beige, kind of circle of runes. And that bluish beige color just kind of pierces into your brain a little bit.
Oh my
and
god.
as you step onto it as well, you are transported somewhere else.
Oh,
And why don't we
so
go ahead
good.
and take a break right there and come back and see where you went.
Wow. There's more to
Okay.
this weird
A little bit more.
session.
Yep, a little bit more.
Oh my god. All right. I need some more sugar-free Red Bull.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Sounds good. It'll be a shorter session ultimately, but we'll take a break right now. Manage your fluids, everyone, and we'll be right back.
Right back.
Hello, and welcome back to a mysterious event. An event so confounding, it made even scholars squint their eyes in, huh. Anyway, we're back.
Huh.
We're
Nice.
back, everyone. We're back. Right before we went to the break, all kinds of crazy stuff was going on. And then Hakari and Burbage seem to be kind of snapped back out of it, and then we're in a place they've never been, being led around by really beautiful people, meeting Yizek for a little bit. This all is just surreal for these characters. Now, you, after coming out of that teleportation, you were led through a couple halls, a couple times getting incredibly cold in the hallways and then warming up for a moment. You were led to two cells with iron bars, stone walls, stone ground with a blanket and just a little bit of hay for bedding. You still have your collars on, but no other restraints or anything. And you are across the hall from each other in your cells. So, Hakari, Burbage, what would you like to do?
Burbage would like to undergo the experience of incarceration with uncharacteristic patience and grace.
That sounds about right.
What role is that?
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I'll do that if you want me to roll a wisdom saving throw.
It's up to you.
Let's
You want
see
the dice to
how.
determine how well you're coping with
Why the fuck
incarceration.
not?
Sure.
I'll do it.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Not great.
15's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say you're hanging in there for the first week. And by now, it's really grating on you.
Okay, what is in this cell with me? Burbage is looking around again. There's some hay. There's some
Yeah, a
bedding.
little bit of hay, just a little bit of bedding, kind of torn, smelly blanket. And you see Hakari across the hall.
Burbage is going to use his expert perception
Okay.
to try to sense is there anything that's off in either his cell or in Hakari's cell, the parts of Hakari's cell that he can see. Is there anything that just feels different? Is there like a brick or stone that seems loose? Is there a part in the area where there's a draft or some wind where there shouldn't be? Something like that.
Yeah, give me a perception roll, please. 23. All right, yeah, Burbage, you're carefully, you've done this several times. You're carefully, very meticulously going through your cell. You don't feel any loose bricks. You get no sense of a wind movement. Right now, this is a pretty sturdy cell. One of the bars of the jail, actually, yeah, jail cell bars, yeah, is a little loose, and you can kind of twist it a tiny bit. Other than that, outside you see a holder on the left wall for a torch that's not there, and kind of on the right side of Hakari's cell on your right, you see a table with some what looks to be kind of a couple bowls of soup, and you do kind of hear from a little bit further down that hall, though you can't see, kind of a gruffle from probably a guard or something.
Did you say Gruffle?
Yep, you know what I meant though, didn't you?
I guess I do. Somehow.
Some joink was over there doing a gruffle.
Has there ever been a torch in the holder to my left?
No.
But I can see the holder from.
Yep. You kind of fixated on it only because there is nothing else really to look at other than your smallish bucket of waste that has been cleaned since the last you were in this cell.
Mm. Yeah, Burbage will stare at the empty torch holder and turn that bar that's kind of loose. We'll just kind of turn that back and forth. It makes that sound.
Yeah.
All right,
Tiny squeak.
Burbage will start turning it to like a beat.
Okay. Hikari, Burbage is doing that thing with the bar again.
Who's saying this to me?
Oh, no, just me.
He's just telling you that is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
Okay, got it. I start beatboxing to it.
Okay. So I gotta hear a little bit of this. Your voice echoing through this. Shut up! God!
Okay, but here's what that gruffling guard doesn't know.
Jesus.
Is that Burbage and Hikari have been working on this plan for days, which is that they pretend to be beatboxing and making little squeaky rhythmic noises, when actually Burbage is using that pretense to loosen that bar out of its little gruffles. He's trying to wear down the edges of it to see if is
Yeah, give me a strength check to see how much progress you've made doing this.
Okay. Character sheet. Will you let me do what I want to do with heat?
$18. You've made a little bit of dust over the last 12 days you've tried doing this.
Aha! Indeed. I'll have you know that this gruffling DM has no idea that Hikari and Burbage have been doing this for days with this exact plan. Burbage carefully kneels down, gathers up the dust, and holds on to that. He adds it to the collection of dust that he
in the
already
corner.
has in the corner. Yes. And how much dust do I have now?
3 cubic centimeters.
Just the right amount for our plan. Which is because Burbage has seen his fair share of cell bars. And he's done some reading over the years about what different cell bars are made of and what different elements and metals and sometimes potentially poisonous minerals show up in certain materials. And if he has enough, if this is a bar with some kind of weird poisonous metallurgical residue in it, That is precisely what Burbage is trying to collect.
Beautiful. Do you want to give me a nature roll to see if you are collecting something poisonous, or are you just hoping that you are?
Huh. I mean, regardless of the nature roll, Burbage is doing this, so I'll do the
He
nature
believes it
roll.
then. No, he believes it. It's all good.
Oh, he believes it. He's saying like, hey, why not?
Yeah.
So the nature roll wouldn't determine whether it is poisonous. You're just deciding that on your own.
Yes.
Interesting. I guess I've never really thought about how D&D works. I'm just now realizing, wait, Andy is creating this world? I thought that it was just a pre-existing world that Andy is guiding us through.
Speaking of how D&D works, Hakari, technically you have spells.
Yeah, I have spells now.
You don't have any somatic components, nor do you have the ability to utter language if it is laced with magic.
Why?
Because of the collar is what you believe.
So I can do any spells that are not verbal or somatic.
I'm sorry, material. No, somatic actually would be fine. So if you have any spells that are just somatic, you can cast those.
Well, let me take a little look here.
And technically, your channel divinity as well as your divine intervention don't require components at all. So I think you can try those if you want as well.
Where is channel divinity?
It's on your front page, I think, of your character sheet.
It's not there anymore. I swear it used to be there.
I'll double check for you.
Yeah, I don't see it.
It's your chaotic step is your channel divinity.
Oh. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to use chaotic step.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to press it? You know what I mean? Do I need to do anything?
Sure. Yeah, just roll it.
Did that do it?
No, I think you push the little speech bubble. There you go. All right, so as a bonus action, you can teleport to any free space within 20 feet, and you can do this once a day with accuracy. And if you do this more than once a day, you start to get inaccurate with it. So if you want to chaotic step out of the cell, the only thing that's kept you from doing it so far is you're not sure you can get back in if someone like comes around the corner. And you did hear a guard.
Yeah.
Burbage sees Hikari kind of getting that look on her face that, like, she's thinking about trying to cast a spell.
I really quick need to just look at my spells to see which are like
Sure.
somatic and
Yeah, a helpful thing is the little VSM.
yes.
Kind of,
Yeah.
That's so you're looking for something with just an S. Yeah.
So we both have these collars on. Can you describe the collars again?
You can't see your own, obviously, but you can see Hikari's, which looks like, and Hikari can see yours, which looks like a silver kind of band across the neck, almost like a choker, but not choking, not super tight, with little swirls, almost little spirals of gold kind of laced into it. Kind of looks elven made a little bit to your eyes.
Okay, I don't see anything that's just an S, so.
Okay.
Burbage kind of like puts his finger up, like, just wait. We've got this plan. Remember?
Are you talking to me or are you just putting your finger up?
He's communicating those words with his finger.
Oh, okay.
He's writing that in the air. He's JUSTWAIT.
Mm-hmm. I get
And
it.
that goes on for a while.
I write back. I get it.
All That's taking too long. Let's just talk. Let's just whisper. Do you think you could reach your arm around the corner there to your left and reach that bowl of soup? Wait, is there soup in the bowl?
You're not sure if there's a soup in the bowl. You just see a bowl for soup.
A bowl for soup? Wait, okay. Much as like I've been looking at the holder and noted that the torch is never that there's never been a torch there. What have I seen happen with these bowls?
They've been filled with soup and some rice sometimes for the guards who are stationed around you to eat.
I knew it. Those grufflers, they love their soup and their rice.
Gruffle is so a new thing.
So Burbage is, he's like, so do you think you can reach one of those bowls?
Can I? DM?
Yeah, you kind of reach your hand out and you hear a, "Hey, don't be reaching for my bowls." And you can't quite even reach the table, let alone the bowls.
Do I see who's talking to me?
Not really, yeah. You can't quite see that far down the hall.
All right. So Burbage has to make a scene so that Hikari can... Can we say that didn't just happen? Can we say that interaction happened like 3 days ago? And that we're remembering, like, this is how the plan is developed. You tried reaching the bowl, but he could see you. So now, with enough time has passed...
I feel like we would have known if we were within eyeshot by now.
Well, that's what,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we've been developing this plan and perfecting it.
And this is just one of the many steps that you had to do in order to figure out you couldn't do it.
So Burbage has written out all of that in with his finger.
You wake up, you get transported into this weird room. You're Herb and Kari for a while. You come back groggy. You try to bite someone again. This time it didn't kill them, and you are transported back to the cell area.
All right, we do the.
Yep.
I will kill you.
But little does he know, etc., etc., etc. Get some more dust. You had no idea that we were going to do loops in this part of the episode.
No.
Yep.
Add some dust to the pile, and now comes the next step in our master plan. Burbage makes eye contact with Hikari, does a little head jerk toward the bowl.
Got it.
Right?
Got it.
And now he says, my heart! I feel it beating a million beats per second. Oh, whatever information I have about meaningful events and items and magics in this world is about to die with me.
Does the guard hear him?
I would like a performance check.
Okay. Oh, I always forget that Burbage really doesn't have
Charisma?
as much charisma as I try to imbue him with, which is fitting.
What is it?
A 15.
A 15. With a 15, the guard starts to kind of meander over to you. What's all this? And he's looking at you on the ground, and he kind of looks around. He finds a stick and starts to reach in your cell and poke you with it.
That's helping a bit. Keep doing that. That
really?
seems
That's helping?
Surgically legitimate.
Wasn't trying to help. Okay, let me try again. Here you go.
Okay. Wait 10 seconds, and next time poke right in my chest to the rhythm of Burbage camp, right?
Okay. Burbage camp. And while this is going on, what's Akari doing?
Was our plan for me then to?
No, this time you didn't get the plan, so the next time, no. Yes, you're grabbing the bowl. You're trying to get the bowl.
Oh, doesn't my hand not even reach to the table?
Well, you're gonna have to figure it out, Darcy, because this is the plan. And there's no more fast forwards. Like, this is it. So, can you line, okay, we discussed this. Again,
yes,
we discussed
it.
So
Next day.
yes, next day. Now to the rhythm of staying Burbage Camp. You are hitting the table to try to like have the bowl bounce your way, but you're matching it up with the song so that the guard doesn't hear you hitting the table.
Okay. So, do we want to do a round of him going, huh, 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 and me going, bang, bang, bang?
Yes, I want to hear that.
Okay.
So the next day you try it again. He's got a stick. Normally I don't do this, but it's kind of fun. Burbage camp.
Bang, bang, bang.
Akari, you can't reach the table.
What the fuck?
So you can bang the wall, or you can try to use some of your magic or divine intervention or something like that.
What's divine intervention again?
It's when you ask your god for something.
Oh, and I have to roll. Okay.
Roll a 15 or below.
Okay, Burbage, what do you think? Should our plan be that I teleport out and grab something?
Yeah, we discussed this last time.
Yes. We
And
did.
discuss it the next day.
Because when we realized that you couldn't, in fact, reach the table, we decided, well, once we're perfecting this plan, and it's getting good enough that I think it's worth you teleporting for it. Wait, at this point, what? If you're gonna teleport out, what the fuck is the point of getting the bowl?
I don't know. That's what I was asking. Like, is the bowl so important that I have to teleport out to do it?
Don't you
Or
have
should I just
telekinesis or something? Charity has telekinesis. Why couldn't he get captured with me?
Oh yeah, he does. Thanks. I thought we were having a good time here.
All right, what spells can you do?
Literally, that chaotic step. So the teleportation, divine strike is
When you hit someone or something. Yeah.
when I hit, yeah. And that's it. Like, I mean, I have some like, yeah, I don't have any spells I can use because none of them are only somatic.
And you can
And the
only
divine
cast
intervention.
And
you can
divine
only-
intervention.
Sure, and you can only cast chaotic step on yourself.
Yes.
How does divine intervention work?
You ask your god for something and then roll a d100.
And it
And it
has
has-
to be under something, right?
Under 11, I think,
15.
right? Under
15
15.
now.
Every level you go up.
I mean, I can try it.
I mean, maybe you try to ask for divine intervention from Eris
Eric.
to let you just once cast chaotic step on a bowl to make it step chaotically into your cell.
Okay. So we're not getting me out. We're getting the bowl into myself.
Again, this is only like we can always refine this.
We can.
I
Every
just feel
day.
like we're so invested in this ball plan.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Can I ask real quick? Is there an end game with a bowl? Like, what are
Well-
you hoping to achieve?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Okay, fair enough. As long as you have something, and we're not just leading all of our listeners on a wild goose chase.
You're the one who brought up the goose earlier.
I did.
Okay. So
Give me a roll.
divine intervention. Oh, a roll of D100, right?
100. Yeah.
Well, wait, yeah, you can do the divine intervention, and then if it fails, then
Yeah.
just chaotic step your way out, and we'll forget about the bowl plan.
What'd
You
I get?
rolled an 11.
What?
Okay. Well, Hakari, what are you asking of your god?
For the bowl to teleport into myself.
You can literally ask your god for anything.
Oh, no, I don't.
No, this is the plan.
We should just ask for us to be out of jail.
This is the plan, though. We haven't thought about it. I think you need to ask for the bowl.
I'll ask for the bowl, I guess.
So Burbage is watching you kind of prepare and speak to your god, and you're sitting sort of crisscross on the ground, and you open your eyes, and they're just glowing golden, and you see the little mound of dust that Burbage has kept. It starts to whip around and swirl up into the air, and you get just a faint sort of outline of an individual now stepping through the bars toward you. And you hear that similar voice from your god. My faithful servant, what is it I could help you with?
Could you please give me that bowl?
Well,
This one? This bowl right here?
I look at Burbage just in case.
She picks up the bowl.
Hold on.
No, he jerks with his head like at the dust god and then at the bowl and tries to like while he's still doing the because the guy's still poking me.
So yeah, get the bowl, right? Is that what you're trying to
She's the dust now. She's the dust now. She has somehow anticipated our plan. Because the goal is to put the dust in the bowl.
Oh, okay.
So if she's the dust now, she can just get into the bowl.
Do I need the bowl?
No, in fact, if it stays there, then that's even better because they won't suspect us of having been able to put any poisonous cell bar dust in it.
I'm sorry, so what is it you want of me again?
I just have to say that in the Twitch chat, Go is like, you literally have a god doing your bitch work and you're asking for a bowl? Sam's like, this is the first time I've seen a successful divine intervention. And this is how we're using it.
What is it you would ask of me again?
They literally had a get out of jail free card.
Literally. Could you put all the dust that you're made of in the bowl right there? And I point to the appropriate bowl.
Sure. Are you sure that's all you need? I do have other followers I need to be with.
Nope, that's it.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. You see the dust kind of start to swirl around and spiral down into the bowl, even making sure all of it lands in the bowl and none of it on the counter. Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh
And
my
then
fuck.
You just feel that presence leave you. Your eyes kind of blink and back to the red of Hakari's normal eyes. You now have dust in a bowl.
Poisonous dust. Just for the record. What did you say, Darcy?
I said possibly poisonous dust.
Like I said, Burbage is no stranger to poisonous cell bar dust. But again, let's see what
True.
happens. And what is the plan for after they get poisoned?
I know. They're just really
Sorry,
lame.
listeners. Wild goose. You've come along on this ride, and there's no bottom.
Look, again, we have been perfecting the plan. Next time we get divine intervention, we'll know to use it a bit differently.
Okay. That evening, you do see one of the guards take his bowl away, probably into the kitchen or something. The next day, there is a different guard because the first one got a little tummy queasy.
All right. And little does he know, this has been part of the plan all along, because the original guard had gotten too used to our different attempts at escaping. He had seen all of them, and we had to get rid of him. So we start with a whole new guard, and now the real plan can commence. Darcy, take it away.
I hate you.
Look, I did my part. I got us a new guard.
Yes.
You put dust in a bowl.
I got us a new guard who has no knowledge of us or our presence in these cells. I feel like I've contributed meaningfully to the storyline.
All right. First, I'm gonna try and flirt with him. Should I roll
Yes.
persuasion?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh, what does he look like?
He's pretty short, curly, like really big curly brown hair, a bit of an overbite.
I'm gonna be like, hey there, big fella. You wanna come on over to these bars and have a little chat?
I mean, that's fine, sure. Hi. My name's Clyde. What's yours?
Hi, Clyde. I'm Hikari. Can you come a little closer to the bars?
I don't know.
This give me a persuasion roll.
And I also say I'm having a little trouble hearing you after I answer his question.
Persuasion roll, please.
Yeah, I know.
Boom, papa, juna, ba, da, da, dow.
My character sheet's not opening.
I can roll for you. Yeah, roll 20's been a little.
Don't
finicky,
trust
man.
him. Don't trust him,
You
Akari.
want me to roll?
Darcy, I think in season 3, we take the time, refresh the Roll20 page, and do the roll ourselves.
It just refreshed on its own, so.
Yeah. That's the universe trying to finally give us a hand against our weird DM.
Weird. Yeah, fair enough.
Can you roll persuasion now?
Yep, I'm getting to it right.
Lovely. To answer the questions in chat from before. Oh, never mind.
Performance, religion, persuasion. Okay.
There we go. Persuasion.
It's right in the middle.
A 14. Okay. So he says,
Well, I'm not really supposed to mingle with the prisoners much.
But don't you get so bored? I mean, you're just standing there. We might as well talk. We're both bored.
It's not okay. Well, oh, hi. My name's Jasper.
and he reaches his hand out to shake your hand.
I shake his hand and pull him in a
As
little
you go
bit.
to shake his hand, he grabs your wrist awkwardly, kind of puts it on the bar in front of you, and that feels weird. That feels weird, and your brain just kind of jolts for just a second, and he says, "What's in Federo?" And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, what the fuck?
I was gonna go with a plan right before he put his hand out, and then he ruined it.
Well, don't worry, Burbage still has a trick up his sleeve.
I'm very worried
About me or about your wisdom save?
about everything.
Yeah, me too.
Wisdom save. A 13. um. Oh, yeah, 13. Yeah. So, I'm sorry.
I will say
Yes.
that this this all has been part of the plan, which is for
Gotcha.
Hikari to distract him, because by this point in our incarceration,
Uh-huh.
the loose bar in my cell,
Yeah.
we've been collecting so much dust. I've been
You have.
turning it, and we've been beatboxing with it so much.
Yeah.
It's worn down enough that Burbage is going to try to yank it out of the out of the, you know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you start to kind of jerk on that. Give me a strength check. Yes, I know what my motions were.
That is a crit hit. I just rolled a crit hit strength check on, again, what I have said is the master plan all along, okay? Nobody believed me, but I've been perfecting it.
Burbage, you grab this iron bar and jerk it back. Not only does the bar come free, the entire front gate of this thing bends upward toward the ceiling. You are so strong and so tall right now. Oh, you're in the kitchen though. That sucks. Hikari,
What?
you rolled a 13 for your wisdom save.
No!
I need you to answer the question. What about Federo as Hikari holding nothing back?
Excuse me, Andy. I am not. Burbage is not in the kitchen. Burbage is in the jail cell.
I'm sorry, Herb is in the kitchen.
Burbage is gonna throw the bar at Clyde or Jasper or whatever the fuck his name is before Hikari could give any useful information.
That would have been awesome.
That was the plan.
Yep, that was a good plan. You're not in that reality right now, though.
I crit hit my strength check. That means I should be able to reach through the very bonds of your fucked up D&D reality and reach up and choke you right now until you let me execute my plan the way I want to. That is the way crit hits work, Andy Gilbert.
I would love for such a thing to happen. Hikari, you have to answer this question. What's up with Federo? And you can answer it as Hikari, completely as Hikari, however you need to, but you just can't hold anything back. And just a reminder, a couple things. Hikari is probably mostly looking for the rest of her armor and like necklace and the stuff to finish her equipment from her previous lives. You also have your mother in Federo. And yeah, you've heard a little bit about the group talking about Hellfire, but however much you know about that, I'll leave to you.
Ask me the question again.
So what's up with Federo?
What's up with Federo?
Yeah.
No, you said what's in Federo.
What's
No.
in Federo? Fine. That's fine. Either way.
But I think what's up with Federo could work just as well.
But he needs to say what's
In Federo. Okay. Yeah, go for that. What's in Federo?
beautiful culture.
And
My mother, great taverns.
if you here's a deal. If you want to do this is a new day entirely. So if you wanted to do another divine intervention, I would let you stop there as you have complete control over your own mind all of a sudden. But you need to roll a 15 or lower.
Might as well try.
26 is not quite enough. So you need to keep going a little bit there, Hakari.
What else did you say I'd know was from there? My mother.
Your necklace that you're trying to find, you think is there. You think maybe Hakari's family is from, or no, Charity's family is from around there.
Okay, so I name all these things.
You also know Hellfire might be there.
But it isn't. He said what is in Federo. He didn't say what might be in Federo.
Give me one more wisdom save to see if that logic can trick your own brain.
Self-tricking. That is my D&D.
An 11 is not quite enough. I'm afraid you have to mention Hellfire.
There might slight, tiny, infinitesimal little possibility that there's Hellfire there.
Infidaro. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Thank you.
Galway has a great question in the chat, by the way.
Oh, what is the always question in chat?
They use the divine intervention on soup. Why do they not have inspiration?
Oh, okay. 100%. That's valid. The fact that you went through with the divine intervention on I'll give you inspiration if, Hakari, you want to re-roll any of these checks.
Yeah, this last.
Okay, wisdom save.
Hold on. So
Ooh, it's a big roll. Oh no.
did I roll a 1?
Yeah, you rolled a 1. It's all right.
Which is even better.
Which is even better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hakari, you're gonna have to tell everything you know about Hellfire.
Well, we aren't going with the. I mean, usually I'd
No,
be
I
like,
know,
let's
it's-
go with the
yeah.
crit fail, but in this case,
It is advantage. You have an 11, which failed, but yeah.
And
So
you
just kind of explain what you know about Hellfire being in Federa.
Okay. I explained that.
And it's not a lot. So Hakari heard rumors of this sort of magical substance that it could burn fire itself. It could consume that which consumes. It was for a while. You believe it was owned by some sort of thieving organization that had been raided by temple guards from the Temple of Rin. And this was a long time ago. You're kind of barely even putting some of it together. But that's why you believe that Hellfire is in Federa.
This is such a racket.
He then says, "Oh, that's interesting. Thank you, Hakari, for not being such an asshole this time." And then you are back in the tavern, Kari. Burbage is in the kitchen.
Herb is in the kitchen. Get it
Herb
right.
is in the kitchen. The elven figure lifts up from his seat. Ding ding, Horm walks in the door.
Horm!
And the figure puts on a cloak, tilts up his hood. Well, maybe I'll be seeing you again, but we've gotten quite a lot to go on so far. Sorry for the ruse. You understand. I was getting nowhere with your assholery. Till we meet again.
Kari, did you know him?
I don't think so, but
Uh,
how have we, our assholery?
yeah,
I've never even seen that guy before. How dare he?
How dare he? Well, guess I'll just make some more toast.
The toast says, "How dare he?" And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Fades of Rin.
What the fuck?
Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us. That was an enjoyable episode. Oh my
Please title this episode 2 hours in 5 years.
gosh. That's good. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
I am furious.
I'm sorry.
I am
I'm sorry.
furious. That plan culminated in the perfect crit hit, and you were fucking with us all along.
Not all along. It was only the day that you turned up the new guy.
If only, if only you would use that divine intervention for something other than a fucking bowl. Welcome to the Fates of Rin, Season 3, everybody. We're back, baby, and we're dumber than ever.
It's beautiful.
You're welcome.
All right. So we're going to continue this next week with the rest of the family's version of what's going on here and how they're going to try to save Hikari and Burbage. Seems like Hikari and Burbage are pretty mired in a bunch of shit that they're not going anywhere. Not next week. I'm sorry. Yes, not next week. 2 weeks from now. Next week we'll have Spire Thursday. Next week. Not sure. Okay. But we do have Tier on Friday. So this time Friday, please come and watch Tier. It's awesome. And then a couple weeks from now, we're gonna pick up with Fates of Rin, the other side of the family, and what they're doing during this time of separation. So yeah, thank you so much for being with us. We love you. Have an excellent evening. And ding ding, Horm walks in. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Doom Lily. I laugh so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she leaves me sighing, leaves me darkness, I call to my lamb, please return back to me. For she gave me a child and departed as I smiled, but me only lonely is a silver cross, a sea. But no, yeah, she leaves me where I remain free. Now the voice of